Hi everyone, I'm Gina K from Gina K Designs and your host of Stamp TV. I'd like to welcome you to our release party presentation. Tonight, you will get to see 3 brand new clear stamp sets designed for you by our talented illustrators. At any time, feel free to click on the links below the screen to play along with our contest questions, our challenge, and to see all of the stamp sets in full, along with beautiful samples created by our design team especially for you. If you're the partying type, we have a party chat thread going strong where you can hang out with the design team from now until 9 p.m. Central Time. And the best news is, all of the products are already available in our store at ginakdesigns.com, so you don't have to wait to place your order. So sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's release party presentation. I'm so excited to show you the new stamp sets that we've released tonight. We have 3 brand new clear stamp sets and a few new dies too. First up, if you love Melanie's fabulous frame series, then you'll adore her new triple play frame stamp set. You can mix and match all kinds of combinations to make beautiful cards. Use punches and dies to create 3D looks, or color and paper piece for beautiful flat cards that are easy to mail. This new frame set is a must-have for your collection. Teresa Momber has done it again. She has created another set in her floral series. This one's called Elegant Florals 2. These gorgeous flowers and greetings are perfect for spring holidays and beyond. Whether you like to color with pencils and markers or watercolor your way through the spring, Elegant Florals 2 is the perfect flower set for your collection. Beth Saleka has created another must-have basic with her new stamp set, Delicate Damask. Create beautiful backgrounds by stamping in color or on colored cardstock with a watermark pad. Try Emboss Resist or use these elements as focal images. Whichever way you choose to use it, Delicate Damask will enhance your collection this spring. Now I want to show you a few new dies that are available tonight. These are our new Stackers Layers dies, and what's nice about these is they're in silver, so you can easily tell the difference between the layers ones and the regular ones, because the regular ones are in this purple. Now, the great thing about these is these allow you now to make the tight layers that you guys like to make, where just a little bit of the die behind it is showing. Let me show you what I mean by that. Here is one that I cut out. Now, what I've done here is I've used one of our regular circles for the white part in the back, and then I've used one of the inverted circles to make that little kind of inverted scalloped edge there, and that creates that nice little beaded look around the outside where it looks like it's tiny little scallops going around. And then I've used one of the new layers dies to create the white part with the focal image, so you get that nice tight image. Before, you would have had more like 1/4 of an inch in, and you would have seen too much of that black. But with the layers, now you can get the tight edges. You can also mix them and have just 2 plain edges, or you can have a tight white edge up against a scalloped circle. So these layers come in both the circles and the ovals, and the ovals coordinate with our Stackers ovals, inverted ovals, and scalloped ovals. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is, our new thank you die. And I have these, actually there's a couple new dies on this one, so I have these cut out here. So this is our new thank you die, and you can cut out the words thank you, and you can either put some glue or sticky dots on the back of that and put that right up onto your card, or you can cut it out of the base and then sink this one in. And let me show you what I mean by that. I've done that here on this piece. I embossed this particular piece of white cardstock, and then I cut the thank you out. You can see it's kind of layered in there. Can you see that? I'm kind of opening that up there so you can see it. So I've cut the thank you out in white, and I put that piece aside. Then I cut it out again in black, and I inlaid the black piece into the white piece. So this way, it's perfectly smooth. You don't have anything sticking out. It's like it's part of that white piece. So that's kind of a fun way to use that thank you greeting. Now we also have this brand new pierced ribbon border die. And this is a great die for threading some of the ribbon. Now here I have the 3/8 of an inch black gingham ribbon that we carry, but you can also fit 5/8 of an inch ribbon in here, and then it kind of puckers just a little bit. It's really pretty that way. So you can use any kind of ribbon through here, and it makes a nice border. You can also add a bow on the end or whatever you want, and if you can see up close, well, you might not be able to see that, but you can probably see it on the dies. There's all these little holes, so it's got a nice pierced texture, and then it's got some embossed details at the top and the bottom. And if you wanted to, you could puncture through those using a paper piercing tool, and you could put brads in there or anything else that you want. Just leave it empty. That's another nice look. So this is a real fun die, and it's nice and long. I mean, you can connect these together and go right across some of your 12 by 12 scrapbook pages, or you can do them in either direction on your card, so you don't have to worry about it being too short for that. Now another new die set that we got in are these cute little lace corners. These come all attached together, and you can either bend them and break them apart, or you can cut them together. I've chosen to leave them together, and I just cut them together and put them in a little basket, and then as I need them, they're all ready to go. I wanted to cut these out for you ahead of time so that you could see how delicate and pretty they are. And they don't only have to be used for corners. Although they look very pretty on a corner, we can see that you can just put a little bit of sticky dots or something else on there, some glue, and you can add it to the corner of your card. These also help to accent circles and ovals so that you can make really interesting labels. So for example, if you have this pretty design here and you want it to have some label edges, you can attach this onto the edge and create really pretty looks that way. This one will work too. So you can see if you have greetings and you want to use a smaller oval, say one like this size, then you can create some interesting edges to accent those labels. So those are a few of our new dies. Now, I want to show you something else. You may have noticed how I've been storing these dies. These are the new Crafter's Companion Easy Magnetic 2-in-1 mini panels. What I love about these is they fit right inside the Gina K Designs binder box, and we have a lot more of those on the way. And you can see I have some of our binder sheets in here, so you can have stamp sets. The binder sheets are great for storing rubber stamp sets or your clear stamp sets, and you can see they hold the stamps really well, so nothing falls off. They're very safe, they're acid-free, but now you can also store your dies in these same binder boxes with your stamp sets. And the really neat thing about these is if you have some of the dies that coordinate with the stamps, the back side of this is also a binder sheet where you can store your stamps. So your stamps will stick onto this part, you can see, and your dies will stick on to this part. Now, I've heard some people ask if they're strong enough to hold the dies and they don't fall off as you're flipping through. I have not had any problem. I have 4 full sets of stackers here, and you can see, you know, no matter how hard you bounce them up and down, they stay right in place. And they slip right in to the binder like that, and then you can flip through And you can look for your stamps, and you can keep everything organized and coordinated together. Now we also still have our little vintage cuts pockets, and if you wanted to pick up some of those, they also fit into our binder boxes, and then you can pre-cut a bunch of little pieces and you can slip them in the pockets so you have them ready to go. It's also a great way to take your stamps and dies on the road with you when you're going to travel. Maybe you're going to a sports event, or you're just taking your kids to McDonald's Playland and you want to sit and stamp. This is a great way to transport just a few items with you and keep them all organized and safe. So those are our new dies. Now I want to show you what's free this month. We have 3 brand new incentives, and as most of you know, we no longer are able to substitute incentives because we are now using a fulfillment house, and everything that they do is computerized, so we can't just make swap outs. So we decided to start bringing in products that you can use more than one of in case you place more than one order in a month. So these are items that you will use and use up. Now, the first thing we have here is a pack of the brand new Scrapbook Adhesives foam dots. We are now carrying these instead of the pop dots. We find they're just a little bit stickier. We kind of like these. And these are the larger size. And the reason why we decided to give away these larger size ones to start is if you want to make them smaller, you can just cut them in half or in quarters. But these also work really nicely to hold bigger pieces onto your card projects. So you'll get a whole pack of these with any $25 purchase. Then if you spend $50, you'll get these new foam dots, plus you're going to get a pack of assorted tapes. And these are decorative tapes. There are 4 different ones in here, a real little thin one, and then they kind of graduate by thickness. These are really fun. They're kind of like washi tape, and they work great for borders on your card projects and scrapbook pages, and they're also great for those of you that are into planners and you like to decorate your planners. I really like this thin one for that because you can underline certain dates and things with that. And this is a nice neutral color, so it'll work with craft cardstock, white cardstock, black cardstock, pretty much anything. And if you want, you can add a little bit of sponging onto that to add a little bit of color to certain areas. You can color in certain areas with your alcohol markers. So these are really fun. And there's about a yard of each of the different ones, so if you get more than one, you'll certainly be able to use them. And then with a $50 purchase, you'll get both of these. Now with a $75 purchase, you'll get both of these, and you'll get these really cool canvas borders. And these are by Little Yellow Bicycle. And they are so pretty. Look how cute these are. These are canvas, but they're also self-stick. So you can do little borders, you can do little stripes down the side, you can do these on scrapbook pages, you can also use these in your planners. If you want to, you can make an I love you card and you won't need a greeting, you can just add that strip right across. This one's kind of fun too. I really like this. It would be fun for doing a scrapbook page where you're kind of keeping track of your kids as they get taller and taller, or if you're a seamstress or you know somebody who is and you have some sewing stamps or knitting stamps and you want to add a fun little border to that, this is a fun one. And as you can see, that these are consumables, so if you get a second set, not a problem. You'll be able to use these on lots of projects. So those are our 3 brand new incentives this month. And I hope you'll like them as much as I do. I'll be using these in some of my video projects coming up in the near future. Well, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's presentation of stamp sets. All of these new stamp sets and dies are now available in our online store at GinaKDesigns.com. Melanie, Teresa, and I will be showcasing these sets in videos, tutorials, and projects for many weeks to come. Thank you so much for watching, and happy stamping.